Hi guys, it's Jessica here. Got a Dolly update for you. As you can see, Ed has a head again. There's Edelweiss over there, and she has Ed's tan skin head. And then I bought this head for him. But we'll see. I think there's a few things to take into consideration. So this head is blushed. This is the Doll Company blushing, and in my opinion, I don't think it's the best most intricate blushing. It's kind of lazy blushing in my opinion. They didn't really take good advantage of the wonderful sculpting. And the other thing is this is the resin color. This is the normal skin. You can maybe see a little bit of the normal skin blushing coming through there. And they completely covered this in, you can see that there, in this dark brown and this weird orange shade, kind of a orangey brown shade. So when I saw this color though, it matches the normal skin resin of amber, the Zoom Amber body. Like, it's just spot on. So I'm trying to decide whether I can bring myself to wipe this company blushing off of this head. If somebody out there has this head blank in normal skin and would like to trade me, I'd pretty much be fine with a straight across trade for that. If somebody out there had this head blank in normal skin and wanted this with the blushing. So I thought I'd put that out there. But yeah, it's very, very dark, the coloration. And so that's not how I would want her painting to look. So, and like I said, I know it costs extra to have that blushed, and if I would have paid extra to have it blushed, I would have been very disappointed with the blushing job. So I'm really glad I didn't have that, because the tan resin is so beautiful and it would have just completely covered it up for no reason. So so these two, they are pretty different in size. I don't know, I shouldn't say pretty different. I'll pop up some little videos here so you can kind of see the comparison. I have a couple videos that I took yesterday, and some photos of how they looked next to each other. He is 62 centimeters tall. He's on the Doll Zone 62 centimeter boy body, and she's 65. And I did measure her to kind of see if she, even with a deer head, and yeah, she's about 65 centimeters. So she's taller. The fantasy legs are very big, and that kind of gives a much bigger, even more than their height. It just gives them a much bigger look. So they do look pretty different next to each other. I think depending on the way I take the photos and such, that they could look like that they could be a couple and not too imbalanced in their size. And I know that you know, the woman can be taller than the man. That's not like that's impossible and can't happen and not allowed. But aesthetically, it's less pleasing to me. I pretty much always want my my male dolls to be a good head taller than my females. That's what I prefer. I don't always get my way with that. And dang it that my Twiggling dolls are so tall. I think two of my Twigglings, yeah, I think they're all pushing 65, 68 centimeters. Yeah, so, but I hadn't let myself consider that they could maybe be in a story together, but after I took those pictures and just having them sitting next to each other, I think that I would like to, and I had the idea that I might make her into my deer persona, sight deer basically, but I am very excited about the thought of her being in the story with Caribou Woman, with Meredith, and Ed and his family. And I would like to use her potentially to use in, to bring in the Deer Woman mythology. So I'm still working that out, how that's going to work and what exactly she would be. And so there's, but it's very new and inspiring and exciting. And so as I figure out more about that, I'll let you guys know. But I'm just very, very happy with them, and having them both here is very nice. And eventually I think I will take off this blushing and then they would switch heads, because this is pretty much a perfect resin match for her. Okay, I do have something else to show you guys. I'll be right back. Hey, I better hurry because we're losing the light. I had to put her in her stand because she was deciding that she wasn't going to sit any longer without falling, so you get to enjoy her hooves. So this girl arrived yesterday. I've already opened her and played with her and played dress up with her, but I did want to present her to you guys in the box because she's so cute. And the box is, I just love the presentation in a DollPamm box. So yeah, this is a girl that was on Den of Angels and on some Facebook marketplace groups, and I tried to resist her. I really did, but she was all of the things that I just can't resist. So I'll go ahead and open her up here and show you guys. I love these boxes. I love DollPamm boxes. They are magnetic and they open like this, the flap. Here is her certificate of authenticity. So she's a hybrid doll. So she's got the DollPamm lowly body, and she has a doll in mind head. So this is her. I fell in love the moment I opened her up and saw her. This body is friggin' adorable. It is just the cutest dang thing. And I have one other DollPamm girl. I have my DollPamm Ruby, and I really like her. This girl, her resin is so, I just love it. It's very thick and sturdy. She's got these double joints. She's double jointed. But I just like the feel of her resin. It is just, I love these joints, the way they feel, how sturdy her resin is. These little feet. She's a great little stander. She does these cute little poses. And it's like, I don't know if she's designed to stand this way, but it's like she has to stand like this. Like if I put her in this position with this leg, like that seems to be her, like the way she was designed to stand. It's totally cute. Yeah, the body is friggin' adorable. And I've looked at these dolls a lot over the years. This body has actually just become discontinued, I learned, which kind of makes me sad now because I freaking love it. Really, really love the body. I never much cared for the head sculpts so much. They just, I don't know. I would love to get a pair of the ears. They are so, so cute. I would love to get a pair of the ears. I think that that would be freaking adorable on her. Ears would look, they would look great on her. So if anybody has a pair of those DollPamm ears to sell, I would love to buy them. I think could make her like a cute little fennec fox or something. She's got these, so she's a Doll in Mind Primrose, and I love Doll in Mind. I love everything Doll in Mind, except for the bodies. I like I think it was the GSE body. It was a little bit bigger MSD size body. I didn't care for their other bodies, and I never bought one. Even though I had a few Doll in Mind heads, I didn't care for the bodies. So I've hybrided all of my Doll in Mind dolls. They're all on Doll Zone or Doll Chateau bodies or Doll Leaves. And now I have one on this DollPamm body. And this head went to the USD line. I think they were the Sweet dolls. Maybe I have that mixed up. I can't remember. But these are all discontinued too, all of these heads. So yeah, every time I see a Doll in Mind, I just, oh, it kills me because I just love them. I just love them. I was terrible at resisting this girl. But she's so cute. She's so, so cute. And she just gets into these the cutest poses. So sweet. I love her hands. Like, she's just very chibi and cutesy. And her little boobs are so, so cute. And so her natural position is this, you know, kind of swayed back. I can get her to slouch. She actually has a little lip here so that she can slouch. Let's see, I'll set her on the edge of her box here. I'm so in love with this little doll, you guys. I have just been playing with her and love her. She's so sweet. Let's check out your, oops. I haven't experimented with all. So she can slouch forward. I love the big head. She kind of reminds me of a Blythe. I think that's part of what's really enchanting me about her, is that her head is so big that she's got that Blythe thing going on. But oh my gosh, look at her, look at her. Let's play with her a little bit, huh? How about that? Let's see how do your double joints work? that tends to, you can force them to go, but she doesn't really go into this position and stay there. This is her kind of sitting position. But she does slouch nicely. And this is her, you can see how swayed back she really is. This is her stance. Freaking cute. Freaking cute. Love her, love her, love her. Oh, her eyes. She didn't come with any eyes. And these are, I forget what they're called. They're Doll Bakery. They're a pair of green Doll Bakery eyes, but I can't remember the specific name of them. But they're her eyes now. They've been kind of floating around and going into some different dolls, but I know they weren't in anybody that I felt like, oh, this doll, these are her eyes, or this is their eyes. I hadn't felt that about any of them. But these, as soon as I put them in her, it was like, yep, these are her eyes. She looks really cute in all kinds of wigs. I think I would like to get her like a carrot red or double red Monique wig. I think that she looks really good in that color. This is that cool wig, that $7 AliExpress wig that everybody just looks, it just looks good on so many dolls. I don't know what it is about it, but to me anyways, I don't know, maybe other people. And I love I need to start doing that. I need to start sticking more of the Velcro to dolls' heads, because it actually works pretty good. And this wig's a bit big for her. It is actually an SD sized wig. And she has, I measured her head. It is, it's a good solid 7 inches. A size 6-7 wig is just, it won't stay on her. It's really hard to get on her. And that's the one thing that she has, very weak magnets. And so if I'm just like, I was just trying to push the wig down into the Velcro on her head, and the head cap was sliding underneath. And that's one thing that I have a problem with a lot of my Doll in Mine heads, especially the face plates. Their faces will just fall off when you're trying to put their wigs on. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Oh, she's so cute. Let's dress her up here. These are a pair of Bunny 9 jeans, and they do not fit anybody. I can squeeze the Moe body, I can squeeze into it, but I can't button it. And this body does fit the pants, and you can button them, but she can't sit in them. And I have a pair of, they're made by 99 Style. They made them for the Bunny 9 dolls. I have this same pants in the MSD, and one of my Lily Cats wears them. And I mean, they're skinny jeans, so they're very tight and snug. And she can sit in them, but she can't sit great. She kind of leans back. And Lily Cat dolls are good sitters, so it's not her, it's the it's the pants. So I don't know. This is a pretty curvy little girl, and compared to the Bunny 9 body is much more straight up and down. But yeah, I think that these are really cute on her. She's so cute. She fits a lot of Blythe tops. She fits a lot of them. And this was a really, really cute one that fits Slim MSDs pretty good too. I did have to hem the bottom of it a little bit, just because, I mean, it wasn't too long. I just wanted it. I wanted a really short look so you could see her midriff. So I just hemmed the bottom of it because I personally wanted it to be shorter. It's another one of those AliExpress finds that was like $4 or something, which for any sort of doll shirt, $4 is crazy. I think that was free shipping and everything too. Velcro. Velcro in the back. Turned into a dress-up video, didn't it? I was going to talk to you guys about Inktober too. Maybe I'll go ahead and, I don't know how long this video is. Another long one, sorry. So Inktober is it's a drawing challenge basically. And in October, it occurs during the month of October. Little cutie. And as the name implies, it's doing ink drawings. And it can mean a lot of different, you know, it can mean that you're actually painting with ink or using dip pens or microns or whatever. But the idea is it is a month to work on your line work and your lining. I participate. This will be the third year that I've participated, and I usually am very, very haphazard about it. But this year I decided I was going to try to just be a little more dedicated to it. So a week ago, I would have told you that I can't do it. I can't do Inktober. Again, the principle of it is that you produce an inked or lined drawing every day. You know, so by the end of the month, there's 31 days, so you should have 31 drawings. And you know, that can be a little doodle, it can be a complete extravagant illustration. You know, of course, some people do crazy illustrations, and I try not to let that discourage me. You know, it's like I come home from work and I've just got a little bit of time to do something and I'm proud of it and I upload it, and then I turn around and look on my feed and here's this like 8x12 crazy detailed full illustration with like a big scene and different characters in it, and you almost feel like, oh my gosh. But it's important to only compare to yourself, and if I can manage to create something every day, I think I'll be pretty proud, because I've never been very good at following through with those things, and most of that is because my life is just really friggin' busy and I'm usually too tired from work to do a lot on the days that I work, and of course, you know, that's not how this works. You're supposed to make an illustration every day. So I put on her little shoes. These are a little pair of USD shoes that used to be Neela's, and they fit her perfectly. But I just really like the idea of Inktober, and doing line work is my personal favorite thing to do. I love doing line work. I love lining drawings. I shouldn't say it's like my most favorite, because I love coloring too. Coloring is my most favorite part too. They're all my most favorite parts. And I haven't really been doing much art the last few years, and I have been missing it. I've been missing it a lot. I used to do digital art for years and years. I did digital art, and that was my main art that I did. And when I got kind of sick and went through a lot of health problems, looking at screens and monitors is one of the things that I can't do very well anymore for any amount of time. So spending hours and hours working on an illustration on the computer is just not possible anymore. And so anyways, I was kind of feeling a little sad that I knew with my work schedule, that I just was not going to be able to do Inktober. I mean, it was just, I just laughed, like that is just not going to happen. I've been working a lot. My work schedule has gotten more and more full, working, juggling between 5 different hospitals. And that's doing surgeries and seeing clinical cases, and 5 different hospitals and different schedules. And I would just come home and I just have to lay down, accomplishing anything. I usually didn't even eat dinner like that. I just was too tired and too sick to even eat dinner. And I wasn't doing anything with my dolls. If I got to spend an hour or so just kind of changing their clothes, that was it. I wasn't getting to work on any art or sewing or anything. My days off would be just getting the bare minimum kind of things done, so that I could go back to work. And that was my whole existence, was making it so that I could survive work. And I was just surviving. And getting grumpier and crankier, you start to hate you start to hate everything and everyone, because you're just, you're not having much of a life. And it's kind of hard and scary to make the decision that I need to make less money. I mean, that's, unfortunately, no one just gives me money because I'm awesome. I'm still hoping for that. Like, well, you're awesome, so here's some money. No, they don't do that. They don't do that. So I made the decision to cut back, because I was doing 45, 50 hours a week, and I'm cutting back to like 30, 35 hours a week. And just having made that decision that that's what I was going to do, I'm just feeling so so relieved, and less suffocated. And it's going to be difficult with some things. I'm going to have to cut back on buying dolls, and buying doll stuff, but I get to shift back into making, which for me is more satisfying and makes me happier. I was buying a lot, because that's all I could do. The only way I could get anything achieved or do anything with my dolls was buy them things, or buy more dolls. and there is still going to be quite a few dolls coming in before the end of the year. So that process is still going to be going on to some extent. Yeah. So, anyways, that's the point of this Inktober, is that I want to get back into doing art and making it a part of my day. And if I could get into a daily kind of sketching, drawing habit again in my life, I would really, that would make me really happy to be able to do that. And so today's day 3 of Inktober. It's the 3rd. And I didn't go and buy a bunch of fancy new supplies. I didn't. I bought this sketchbook. This is my old one. This is my old Moleskine sketchbook that I have had for, literally, I've had this sketchbook for 10 years. This was a drawing back in 2008. Here's a Moleskine, a Copic marker drawing. You know, and there's still pages left in this, but it was really important to me that I get a new sketchbook. I wanted to make this official. That's really what it was. I needed something that was going to make this official. So I bought this, and I bought this new pen. I got it off of Amazon, and everything's in Japanese. Zebra is the brand, and I actually haven't got to. It just came today, and I'd already made my drawing for today, so I think I used it for like drawing the square. So I'll show you what I have so far, which isn't a lot. I mean, they're just little ink drawings. And that was, you know, picking this smaller size. There is a smaller size notebook that I thought about doing instead, because that would be even easier to fill, but I don't know, that's too small. This is a nice size. It's cozy without being too small. I'm just using my Moleskine, or I keep calling these Micron pens. I have used Micron pens for years and years and years. I mean, I started using Micron pens when I was 10 years old, 11 years old. So how long is that? 30 plus years. I've got kneadable eraser. I've got a hard 2H pencil for sketching. But really what I have enjoyed sketching with the most the last few years is these colored, they're mechanical pencil, lead, colored, and you can erase it. And I love sketching with these. I love, love, love sketching with these. I need to get some more. I need to find a more economical source. So this was day 1. Like I said, nothing fantastic. And at some point I may come back and color these, but I'm just going to focus on doing the ink work and just inking and lining, and because I think that's enough. You know, sketching, and you can see a little bit of the pink sketch lines. I didn't erase them all, but I think that this is enough. I mean, just getting this done is that's been part of this for me too, is trying to set real limits on this so that I don't get overwhelmed. I'm not going to do full page illustrations. I'm just going to do 1 page, so that if I do want to come back later and color them with Copic markers, I won't have to worry about destroying an image on the other side. So I'm just going to do it like that. So this was day 2. and you can see, you can see some of the pink sketch lines in the picture, which I kind of like. And this was today's. So I'm really limiting myself with the space and the materials, so that I focus. Is if I get overwhelmed with too many options, then I won't do it. It's so I think trying to make it small and restricted is really what's helping me. So I know that these aren't ball jointed doll related. The images that I will be sketching are things that are part of Eden Sphere, though. Most everything is going to have some sort of meaning, for me anyways, that has to do with Eden Sphere. So I don't know. I hope that doesn't bore people too much. I'll show some more if people are interested in having those and seeing those. Maybe I'll save them for the end of the video so people can bail out if they want. Yeah, I think I'll wrap it up there. It's getting dark, lost the daylight, and I hope you guys are having a great week. If you're doing Inktober, let me know. Give me a link to where you're posting your Inktober drawings. Mine are going to be just posted to my Instagram feed with the Inktober hashtag. So, all right, I'll catch you guys later. Have a great week. Bye-bye.